Que no hable. Hi, everyone. Let me just lower my voice here, lower my volume here, lower my volume here. So let me begin. If you're on, say hi. If it's your first time, tell us where you're from. Start by saying, I'm Angie, and I'm the owner and creator of Christmas Wreath Creation. Today we're gonna make a Christmas wreath with the sign, a couple of little snowmen, and it says warm and cozy, okay? And I'm gonna show you the materials we're gonna be using today. We're gonna be using this 21-inch white mesh. Hi, Amanda. Thanks for coming and joining us. 21-inch mesh. And this mesh is just a deco mesh, and I got this one from Hobby Lobby. Okay, and we're going to be using a 10-inch green deco mesh. Okay, and I'll show you the ribbons. We're going to be using 4 different ribbons today. Have this green one, and we have this red with snowflakes. It has white and green snowflakes. Okay, and we'll be using these 2, black and white plaid. And this one is my favorite. And the snowman one. Okay? We'll be using this today. And I'm also gonna hi Adri. I'm also going to attach some embellishments I have here. For those of you who didn't see the post where I post everything out and I had everything spread out, I'm going to be using some of these. And I have some bells also that we're going to be using. I'm sorry. Maybe these here that I got from the dollar store. Okay? So those are the items we'll be using today. We do have a 14-inch wreath frame that I'm using. I am going to use the pipe cleaners today a little different. I'm going to tell you why and how different we're going to do them today, okay? Let me just put this back here. We'll be using this. I'll show you just for those how I cut. And we'll be using this entire 21-inch mesh, and we're going to be doing poofs with this. I'm going to be doing 10-inch poofs in the bottom and 12 on the top, okay? The frame. I'm going to be using 18 pipe cleaners on this wreath frame. I'm going to be putting 6 on the top, right here in between. I have 3 on so far, okay? I'm going to add 3 more at the crossings here, okay? And how I do that, I take, this has 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take 3 and 4 together. I'm going to cross it over at the crossing here, okay? I'm going to even them out first. Let me just lower you guys so you can see a little better. Okay? At the crossing, and I'm going to cross it over twice or 3 times. Tight. Okay, you want to do it tight. I usually turn it so like that they won't, how do you call it? You know, move around. They won't move around. Okay? Here we go again. Crossing here. So I'm going to put 6 of these on the top, and I'm going to put 12 on the bottom. I'm going to put 12, 6 six pipe cleaners on the bottom, whole pipe cleaners, and 6 half pipe cleaners. Okay, this is what I mean half. It's just I cut them in half like this, and I'm going to use 6 of these and 12 of the whole pipe cleaner. Now, why am I doing that? Because on these half ones that I have here, hi Ann, thank you for joining, thank you for sharing, appreciate you being here. On these halves here, I'm going to put mesh but no ribbon. I'm only going to put ribbons on the pipe cleaners that are a whole pipe cleaner, only because I like more of the mesh to show, and I like the ribbons to show, and I feel like if I use the entire 12 pipe cleaners in the bottom and I use mesh and ribbon, and they're all meshed together and squashed together. I like to spread it out. So on these half ones, I'm going to put mesh but no ribbon, okay? And we'll see the results when we finish. So let me finish making this frame. I did my 6 on the top. I have one more here at the crossbars right here, okay? Crossing right here. Go. I'm trying to cross it and I try to tighten it a little bit. So here we go. So we have 6, okay, on the top. And we use 3 and 4, both of them together. So that's done over here. Now we're going to go to the bottom. I'm going to use the half pipe cleaners on all the ones that are underneath the top ones that I just used, okay? Those I'm going to put halves on them. And I'm going to use 1 and 2. I'm going to use both of them at the crossbar here, okay? The half. Cross it over, tight, and turn, okay? So we're going to do that in all the, underneath all the ones on the top, the 6 on the top, we're going to use the halves, okay? Cross it over. It's just to give you an idea, different ways that you can use. You can always use your whole pipe cleaners in the bottom, and use your ribbons and mesh together. And that's an option that you have. So I'm going to cut over here. Again, I'm going to use a half underneath that top one. Twist it over. I like to turn it a little bit just to keep it firm there. Here we go, the other half. Hi, Kathy. Thank you for being here. Okay, we're going to go underneath the other one. And that is the last one for the halves. So now we'll have 6 of the halves. Okay, right underneath the ones from the top. The ones from the floor, we will do the half here. Okay, now in between these 2 whole ones and the 2 half ones, right in the middle of the bottom, I'm going to use a full pipe cleaner. Okay, and we're going to do 6 of those all around for a total of 12. 6 holes and 6 halves. And we'll use the same method. I'm going to make sure I have it even, and I'm going to twist it. Okay, and here we go with the other one. So this is how it looks like. We have a whole one on the bottom here, the 2 half ones on the side in each corner, and then the 2 full ones on the top. All right, and that's what that's the method we're going to use all around. Okay, so full one here. And I know that I have more pipe cleaners right around here somewhere. Huh? Probably the basket. Yeah. Okay, so I need about 3 more. So then let me recap for those of you who just tune in. What I'm making a Christmas wreath today. I'm using the snowman sign with the warm and cozy. I am going to use a 21-inch mesh, white mesh, deco mesh, all around. And then I'm also going to use a 10-inch green one with curls and ruffles. And I'm using 4 different ribbons today. And we'll probably put some bells or some ornaments as an embellishment at the end, and a small ball. Okay, so we're almost done. I have one more pipe cleaner. And then we're gonna start making our hoops with the 21-inch mesh. Sometimes you have to be careful and you can't go too tight or you will bend the frame. And all you want is to bend your frame after you work so hard at setting it up. Okay. So that's my last one, okay? Let's take this out the way. It's all done. I'm gonna push the top ones down because I'm not gonna use those now. I want them out the way. I'm gonna try and open my bottom ones so I can have them ready. And when I come in with my poofs, they're already open. I said in the beginning I'm gonna use 10-inch poofs in the bottom, and I'm gonna do 12-inch poofs in the top. No reason, just because I want to do it that way. You can always do 12 all around, you can set it around. Okay? Okay. So let me just clear up the table, put everything out the way. This is the mesh we're gonna use. 21-inch deco mesh. That it's fairly thin, so I'm planning and I'm hoping to use the entire roll just to fill it up, and give myself a good base to start putting my stuff on me. See how? Okay, so I did show my ribbons in the beginning. Let me show them again, green and red. And then we have this plaid black and red with the snowman one. Okay. How is everyone doing today? Thank you for being here. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. So I'm set up my mesh here and my roller. Okay. This one just fell. And let me, okay, you guys can't see. I'm gonna turn this around so you can have a full view of what I'm gonna do. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here, I also need my cable ties, which I use at the end. I'm gonna gather this mesh here, and you will see that it's very light. Okay. So I'm gonna gather some, like, an inch or two from the beginning and gather it. Okay. Just gather it like that. You try to keep your ends in. Okay. On here, I am going to start with a whole pipe cleaner, and I'm going to start in the front of the pipe cleaner. We're not going to use this. We're just going to go in front of it, and I'm going to use a cable tie to hold that there, right in front. So I go here in front, use my cable tie. Where I use it, I usually use it in the middle, not the first and the second. I put it in the second. Thank you, Kathy, for sharing. No problem. So how is everyone doing? Here in Florida, we have a rainy day today. So I used my cable tie. I tightened that up. I left my pipe cleaner open because I'm not going to use that one yet. I'm going to use that one when I come all around. I'm going to cut this piece that's sticking out here just to make it look neat. Okay? And cut this cable tie also. Okay? That's how we begin. Cable tie here in front. Leave your pipe cleaners open. Now we're going to go over here in the smaller one, and we're going to do 10-inch hoops. Now I'm going to measure with my mat here, okay? I want to make sure you guys see my hands, what I'm doing. Yeah, can you see? Okay. So I'm going to take it right here. Make sure this mesh is underneath, tucked underneath.
Hi, it's Avery.
Hi, Avery. Thank you for being here. So we're going to measure, I said 10 inches in the bottom. So I go to my 10 inches. That's a 10-inch proof. Make sure your ends are in, tucked in. You hold it down, and then you give it a good twist with the pipe cleaner. Now I'm not gonna seal it off completely because I'm gonna go back in here and put some ruffles, some curls and ruffles. Okay. Go back. Measure with my mat, my 10 inches in here, and I give it a good twist. So, guess we're all making Christmas wreaths now. I put all my fall things away, all my supplies, all my pumpkins, and all my ribbons that are fall, or Thanksgiving, or Halloween. So I'm measuring my 10. As I said, I'm going to make sure these ends are in. Oh, what happened? Is this computer charged? Did you plug it? It's telling me the battery is low.
It's plugged.
So, I'm sorry. We're just checking. Can you guys see me? Oh, okay. I got it now.
You got it?
Yeah. I guess I had pulled it. Sorry about that, guys. The computer was telling me that the battery was low. Okay, so we go back and I make sure these ends are in. So I collected it, I curled it up like this. I stretch it out. I measure here with my mat 10 inches. Okay, and I go to the tie and I give it a good twist. And for those of you, I was going to do that myself, but I was for those of you who'd rather just leave the tie, the cable ties as is, and then you can go and cut it in half later on. It's just you want to save on them. But you see how I did it? This is the small one, the half pipe cleaner, and I twisted it in, but I'm not going to cut it off yet because I'm going to go back and use this. Okay. So we're going to do 10 all around. Let me collect it again. 10 right here. And you can goose your goose as you go along, or you can wait towards the end, and then you can do it. So you set your goose and you open them up. Okay. I don't really use, well, I have before used white mesh, but it's just so transparent. You can really see through it. But we're gonna use, ribbons, and we're gonna use another mesh, and that's gonna fill it all in where you can't see the frame. Okay. 10 again. We're gonna go on the small one. We're gonna give it a good twist. It tells Adriana says it looks pretty like, yeah. Yeah, it has glitter on it. It has a sheer to it. So you see how this is turning? It's trying to turn out. You gotta try to keep it curled in because you want to have your ends in when you make your proof. So you just make sure you go back and you curl it back down. Okay. Measure with my mat. It's about 10 inches. Just about. Sometimes you go a little less, a little more, but that's okay. Okay. And I'm gonna do 10 all around. So how was everyone? I have to start decorating for fall here. I like to take out all my pumpkins, which I have, and lay some outside. My wreath from my door. Isn't it funny? Like, I don't know how many of you, I know a couple of you here are wreath makers. And we lag, or at least I do, in making my own wreath for my own door. No? It's unbelievable. And I have the ones I have at the shop. I'm not gonna put them out, of course. So I have to make one for myself. And I'm like, yeah, I have to make a fall one. I have to make one for me, and I never got around to do it. But I am gonna make a wreath for my door, a fall one. I'm not gonna make a Halloween one, I think, because Halloween is just like one day, and then that's it, and then you gotta go around and put another wreath out. So, I mean, I can decorate a little for Halloween, but I have pumpkins and I have signs, and I play it all around. I change like my tablecloth, and I make sure it's a fall one, and your kitchen mitts and all that stuff. I like to decorate. I guess that's why I like to make wreaths and create. Any of you guys gonna start decorating for fall? So remember that I'm doing 10-inch posts here, and I'm measuring with my mat. Okay, I'm gonna go all around. See how this 14-inch frame, it's all of a sudden it's gonna become like a 21, maybe a 22 or 23 inches wide when you put all this deco mesh on it. So if you're new here on my page, please subscribe. I want to try and have at least 100 subscribers, so I'm working towards that. Your first time watching, I have other videos on my channel here. I have made swags, I have made lanterns. So feel free to go and watch them. Okay, when I get to the end of the bottom, I'm going to show you why, for those of you who are new, why I left that pipe cleaner open and then just made the poof there and kept going around. 10 inches here, I'm measuring again. Let me try this again. Try to curve that in with my hand. Okay, my mat, and I go 10 inches. Okay, I go back here. I'm going to poof to open those in a minute. I just wanted to just hurry up and put the first layer on it, on the bottom. Those little ones, the half pipe cleaners, they're a little tough to deal with them because they're small and it's tight, but you can manage. Okay, so here we go. This is where we began. This is where my cable tie is, okay? And this is where the other pipe cleaner is. So now we're gonna make a 10-inch poof here, and I'm gonna put it on top of here, and then I'm gonna tie it, okay? Then I'm gonna take it and push it towards the back, and now we're gonna fill in the back. And these back ones are gonna be 12 inches, these poof. I did that because they're they have more space between them. They're not that close. So I want to make them wider so they can fill it up the gap a little better. These pipe cleaners are a little closer. That's why I made them 10. That's the reason why I changed the numbers from 10 to 12. Okay? Here we go. Making another poof here. Measuring with my mat. Got the 10 inches. I'm going to go to that pipe cleaner that I had open in the beginning. And that's where I'm going to attach this poof here. I did it 3 times just because that one is a little, it has the first one and now it has the second one. So this is why you have to make sure your ends are in, because you want to be able to open up. Why is everyone so quiet today? Anybody have any questions? So I'm opening up my poofs, okay? You can leave this towards the end. You don't have to do it now. Some people do them while they're making them. I usually do, but I forgot because I'm talking. So I'm opening them now, okay? So we're all opened in the bottom, and now we're gonna go to the top. So here we go again with the ends, making sure that they're in. I want to really open and pull this here, because now we're going to use another cable tie to attach it in the back. So now we're gonna do in the back just the same thing we did in the front. Okay. See the pipe cleaners? I'm gonna open these up so I can have them ready. Now remember we had 6 on the top here. We're gonna open them up. And I'm going to pull this mesh towards the back, and I'm going to leave this one open. You guys can see this. They're white, so the pipe cleaners are white. This is open, and again, I'm going to use the same method I did in the bottom. I'm going to put a pipe cleaner right in front of that, a cable tie right in front of that pipe cleaner. And then we're going to go around with 12-inch proofs, and then we will attach our last proof where I left this one open, okay? It's the pipe cleaner, the cable tie. And I'm going to tie this one up here. And it's just because I guess it won't open on you or it won't slide. It keeps it nice and firm there. So that's what I did. Cable tie here. We still have our pipe cleaners open. Okay, this is secure here. I'm going to cut this off now. And this is not what I'm supposed to use this. Okay. Sorry for slamming things around. And then now I'm going to go around and I'm going to make 12-inch proofs, and we have 6 ties. Okay. Oh no! I'm not going to cut it. I'm not cut. If I would have not had any more mesh and I had to start with another mesh, then I would just put it here and continue. But you're not going to cut it. That's why you tighten it up here, so it can be firmly there and it won't move. And you keep going around with the same mesh. You don't have to cut it for anything. Nope. No cutting for this. So again, we're going to go here on my mat. I'm going to go 12. And this is 12, okay? And make sure my ends are in. Push it over to the following one. So I had to take all my fall supplies, and store it. And I started bringing down my Christmas supplies. So you start bringing the supplies from last year, and you start realizing that you have so many things that you don't even remember you had. Because, I did shop a lot after Christmas shopping, so I have a lot of things that I brought last year so I can use this year. And it's 12 inches. Remember, we're using 12 inches. It's just like going shopping. When you open up a bin and you say, oh, I don't remember buying that. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I have 3 of these. So that's the fun part about that. So I have to open it and take everything out of the bins and lay them out, because if I keep them in there, I'm not going to remember what I have. I don't remember now. I have to put it out where I can see it. And then I can say, oh, let me make a wreath with that, because that's new and I just got it. I forgot I had it. So I'm opening up my proofs on the top. Remember, we're using 12 inches, okay? The white mesh, Adriana, for 21 inch, I got it at, tell you what, man? What's the matter, hon? Joanne, last year, because I'm not going to pay $15 for a deco mesh. It's supposed to be 80% off, probably, or 90. And I got this in Joanne last year. So this must have been an after Christmas sale, because that mesh says holiday deco mesh. So it was a Christmas mesh, and I am positive that I bought that at a clearance, probably 80% off. Because that's retail price at $14.99, which I'm not going to pay for 21-inch deco mesh. So I had 2 of those, I think, or 3 from last year, which I'm going to use this year for Christmas. So we're going around. We need like 3 or 4 more of the proofs. Okay, remember we're doing 12 because the pipe cleaners are spaced out on the top here, and they're not that close together like the ones in the bottom. So I made them a little larger so they can cover up more the wreath frame. Yeah. Okay. Twisting it here, twisting it here, here. And I'm opening them up, okay? Here we go again. Try to collect the ends, make sure the mesh is opened. Sometimes it tries to curl in and then you can't open it up. You have to untie it and go back in. 12. So this is just, the base of the wreath. And then from there, we just start to add on whatever you want to add on. We're going to be adding on our 10-inch green mesh also that I have. It's also a deco mesh, very light mesh. And then we'll be putting on our ribbons. Like I said, I'm using 4 different ribbons today. After I put my sign up, I'll probably make 12-inch. Oh, when I finished. Okay, so we're going to do the same process here. This is where I had the open tie, cable tie that I left open. I have my 12 inches right here. Okay, I'm going to push it down, and I'm going to twist it on that pipe cleaner that I had left open. All right, give it a 1. I give this one 3 because this one is really tight in there. And then I'm going to open up my posts. Can you open them up? Stretch them out. Now, so you guys can see, I have plenty of mesh left on this 21-inch. And this frame, when you look at it, and I can see it, I can see right through it. I can still see the wires. Okay. So in order to cover that up, and I don't want to use this mesh up. I want to save it. I'm going to do crisscross here, okay? So I'm going to take 10 inches of this. I was doing before. I can measure here. 10 inches I use? Yeah, 10 inches. Measure here, 10 inches. And I'm going to go crisscross. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to tie it, and then I'm going to go 10 inches and go here, and tie it, and I'm going to go crisscross, crisscross, crisscross. So I can cover this up, and I can use up my mesh, okay? So I take 10 inches, and I go down to the bottom. On the smaller ones, I'm going to try to untie the pipe cleaners a little, just to push that in. And this way, you're filling up your wreath, and at the same time, you're using up your mesh, okay? And you're going to open those up. And now you probably say, how are you going to know when to stop and when you finish crisscrossing? Because everything is right in it. So I'm going to go by my cable tie that I use back here. This is the cable tie I use. So when I come around crisscrossing and I come here, I already know that I already crisscrossed all around. Plus, we should have used all our mesh by then. So that's how I know when I finish. Because one time I did this method, and I was totally lost. I was like, did I crisscross that one? It doesn't look like it. Maybe I missed that one. But as you do a couple of them, you start giving yourself a little, you guide yourself by something. Like I'm going to guide myself by that pipe cleaner and know that I have to come. So I came down, and now I'm going to go up, okay? And that's how we're going to crisscross. In the beginning, I didn't like the proofs with 21-inch. I don't use a lot of 21-inch mesh. So I really like the 10-inch, but I have a lot of 21-inch. And I would say it's friendly because you're going to measure. You can measure with anything. You can measure with a ruler. You're 12 inches. You take the ruler, you put it here, measure. and then you tie it and you go all around. So it is, I think it is, Adriana, you can say it's a beginner friendly. You know, it's a simple method. I like to make ruffles. The ruffles just to give me a, still does sometimes give me a hard time to ruffle them. I go all over the place sometimes. I like that method a lot. So I'm gonna go back here. I'm pushing my mesh down so I can see where my pipe clean is at. And then I'm just going around. I'm doing 10-inch poofs all around, and I'm crisscrossing on the bottom here so I can cover my frame a little more, okay? And this way, we cover the frame. It looks fuller. It already looks fuller here. See how this part looks fuller and this part doesn't? Part is fuller. And it's a way to use up your mesh instead of just taking and just laying that and wondering where and how you're going to use what's left over. So 10 inches here. Now it's the bottom, and I'm going to go to the top. Okay. There you go. So this is times. I'm going to open it up. You're just really making another post like right in the middle. I hope you guys can see that. Like this. Like this. Okay. So, and then just again. Okay. Turn. Put it inside, and this one is going to go on the bottom. Okay? This one is going to go on the bottom. Just crossing it here. I'm going to open my poofs. And I'm going to go 10 inches again. I'm sure it's 10 inches, and I'm going to go on the top. And give it a good twist. I try to open up my pipe cleaners to fill it in. Try to, I'm not using the small ones when you do the crisscross method. When you're crisscrossing, you're only going to crisscross and attach it to the ones that have a full pipe cleaner. Okay? Hmm? What? So 10 inches again. Now I did the top, and I'm going to go to the bottom. Okay. Okay. And I open. I have to go back later and open all of them because I'm just laying my wrist on them, filing them down, and I like them to be opened. And that's why it's called a poof. Okay. So let me look to see if we're almost there. Okay. So here we go. I'm making my 10-inch poofs, making sure my ends are in, measuring with my mat here, 10 inches. This one was in the bottom. Now we're going to do it. Now we're going to cross over to the top. Okay? Over to the top. Okay. There we go. So that sign, I don't know where I put it, but the sign that I had, in case anybody was interested in it, I brought that sign at Big Lot. I bought it at Big Lot. Yeah. It had two, and of course I grabbed those two. I'm sure they had anything more than four, but I had two of those signs at Big Lot. Big Lot has a lot of nice signs and a lot of nice ornaments they do. Okay, I'm measuring my 10 inches here. And that one's in the top, so now I'm going to go to the bottom. So as I'm going to go to the bottom, I move these poofs up, okay, to give me room to cross over to the bottom one. And then I tie it here. Give it a good twist here in the bottom. Okay. And then I open it up. That's a poof. Here we go. You see, I'm going to go now to the top. We're 10 inches. We're almost done. And then we can go and have some fun, because then we can put ribbons on and we can put our sign on and we can decorate it whichever way we can. So what happened here? So now I'm going to go to the top, crisscrossing. This is the poofs, okay? So I'm going to open up and I'm going to tie it to this one over here. Yeah. They're all going to go in the pipe cleaners. I'm going to use 6 pipe cleaners in the bottom and 6 in the top. Remember I told you in the beginning we have 12 pipe cleaners, but the half ones are not going to have any ribbons because I want my mesh to show. And I like my ribbons are too pretty and are too expensive that for me to them be all mushed up together and then you can't see them. You try to pick these nice ribbons that matches your sign, and then I feel if you put too many together, they're all scrunched up and you can't really, can't really see them that way. You want to be able to see your ribbon. You want to be able to see your mesh, Some meshes are really pretty. You want to see them. Okay, so wait a minute. So I did the top. Now I'm going to go to the bottom. Okay, 10-inch poof. The bottom. It's not easy. Well, for me, it's not. Trying to sit there and try to, match my ribbons with my sign and try to see if I have the same ribbon of the same decor of the sign. So you want to be able to see all that and enjoy all that. That's the purpose of making a wreath. But in some of the wreaths I make, I do use all 18, because the ones that you buy were ready with the ties. It comes with the 10, so they already made, come with 18 either way. But you can choose not to put any. Okay, so now we're going on the top to the one that has the pipe, the cable tie where I ended and where I began and ended. And that's where we're going to use 10-inch, and that is my last one. So this is where I began the crisscross. I went all around. So this is the last crisscross that I'm making, and this is the last of the mesh. See? So I'm going to cut right here. Put my poof in here. Tie it up. Give it three tries. And then I'm going to take, just going to take a couple of inches because I want to take this and pull it towards the back, and then I'm going to take a cable tie and tie it in the back. Okay, so I'm going to take a little portion here and then I'll cut it off. It's just enough for me to go to the back, and that's what's left. So now you use your whole 21-inch. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to pull it back here so I can secure it with a cable tie. So I'm going to the back. I turn this around. Okay, now I have it back here. Okay, it's back here. I'm going to twist it a little bit, and then I'm going to take my cable tie and secure it back here. So that's 21-inch mesh, 10-inch poof on the bottom, 12 inches on the top, and then I use 10 inches for my crisscross poof. poofs, okay? And you use the entire 21-inch mesh. So I seal that back here. I make sure when I seal it that I turn the sharp edge in so I won't scratch any door. I take this excessive meshes here and I just cut it off. Sorry, I don't need to slam that. So there it is here, okay? This is the back and this is my front. So this is the base and it's nice and full. And there might be some posts that I forgot to open up, but I will do it as I go around. So I'm gonna go around my pipe cleaners. Since the mesh is white and the pipe cleaners is white, it's a little difficult to find them, but we know they're there. And I'm gonna open them up because I'm gonna add to all of them now. I'm gonna add some curls and ruffles with the green mesh. I'm just looking for I'm looking for the pipe cleaner now so I won't have a hard time when I have my mesh in my hand and I'm trying to place them here. Okay, here we go. So now I'm going to use on this, you like that? Thank you. Yeah, it is big. This is now 22 inches wide. See? So now we're gonna work with this green. Oh, that's on the wrong way, of course. Put it this way. 10-inch green deco mesh. I'm gonna cut these 20 inches. I have 20 inches long, and I'm looking for, here you go. And I'm gonna cut 18 of them because I am going to use one in every cable tie. So, you know, we have 18 in total, and I'm gonna put one in all of them. So I'm gonna cut these 20. I just want to cut 3 of these because I already had them all cut and prepped. I just want to show you the ones who are just learning and want to. I place my, what did I say, 20, right? Yeah, 20. But I'm going to put mine in the 30 here so I can have space to cut it and go on the 10. That's 20 inches long, okay? You cut them at 10 inches. I wonder where I put my other rock. Anyway, I don't need it. So I have it here at 30. And this is the end of the mesh. Because I have the other 10 inches. I have the other ones already cut. This 10. Okay. And this is 20 inches. We're going to use the entire mesh. So I'm going to take this tape from here. I'm going to take that out because we're going to use that. We're going to use this mesh here. Okay. Okay. So I cut these 10-inch mesh, 20 inches long. So I can have 18 of them. And I already have them here cut. So we'll start using them. Bring back the base. See wherever my tie is at. Start putting them in. Okay. So what am I going to do with these? I'm going to try and curl 1 or 2 times. I want you guys to see. Let me lower you so you can see. Okay. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to curl. I'm going to take pin so I can pin it. They're already curling up. This is the end of the roll, that's why. And I'm going to curl 1, 2 times, 2 or 3 times. It depends. And I'm gonna curl 2. So 1, 2. And then here I'm gonna start roughly try to curl it together. Okay. And even out. I'm not gonna place them up because I don't want it to curl up like this. I want them to curl up down. Okay. So I'm gonna try. This is the way I'm gonna place them down. I'm going to try. I don't usually do this, but just so we can speed up the process here. I've seen other people do it. I'm going to put my mesh in here so I can hold it. Okay, because you know we're going to put ribbons also. So instead of just putting the mesh all around and then coming back and put the ribbon, I'm going to try to do it all in one. Okay, there's my mesh. Huh? Cool. Hubby likes that because like that the live is over quick. And he doesn't, he hasn't read anything yet. I haven't heard you read anything. So like I said, we're using these two.
Well, Kathy says the Christmas Wreath.
Yes. Thank you. He kind of read that a little late. But okay, this is the other one. Are you taking a nap or what? Okay. And we're going to use these two, okay? You're going to alternate from one to the other. Woo! Just almost went into the fan. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to take one of each color. I'm going to take, this is the 1.5 and the 2.5 together. Move myself over here so you guys can see me better. And these are cut at 12 inches. All of them are cut 12 inches. So I'm going to place my 2.5 in the bottom and my 1.5 in the top. I'm going to fold them in half. And then I'm going to take them, scrunch it together in the middle. I'm going to fold them down for now. And I'm going to place it with this one here. Okay. I could also do a couple of them, but I don't want them to start, the mesh to start sticking together. So we're going to avoid that. So after I place it here, I'm going to remove it. Okay. Now we have the mesh and the ribbon together. Hopefully my fingers will start to cramp. And I'm going to place it in here on the tie. There we go. I'm going to give it 3 good ties. I'm going to turn it around, twist it 3 times really tight. I'm going to open up. You guys want to see. That's what you're here for, to see the light. And I'm over here. Okay. So this is the green one. I'm going to open it up a little more here. This is my ribbon. Okay. I'm going to take the ribbon. And I'm going to twist this one down. That one up. Curl it. Curl it. And then I'm going to take this one and do it the opposite. Okay, so this is what I'll be doing all around. And that way, that's a step, an extra step that I don't have to take. Isn't that cool? Look at this. You like it? I do. I like it. I like it. So we're going to do that all around. Again, I said, we're going to use 6 of these in the bottom because the half pipe cleaners, I'm not going to put a ribbon because I want my mesh and my ribbon to show. And this is what we're going to do all around, okay? We're not reading. I'm going to fire him. Okay.
Oh, love that ribbon.
What?
Kathy says she loves the ribbon.
Well, thank you, Kathy.
And where did you get that thing that holds the mesh in the ribbon?
I got this.
Also said it's really a pretty ribbon.
Thank you. Thank you for the. I like that ribbon. This one is my favorite, of course. I got this at Joann's last maybe 2 years ago. It's called a Bodara. It's used to make bows, but I use it as a holder. I have made those on here also. But I love it because it can hold. Wait a minute, I'm doing. See, I'm talking and not paying attention. I'm supposed to be doing my mesh first. This curls in on its own. Why is it that you never have enough room on your table? Isn't that something? Just want everybody to see everything that I'm doing. There you go. So I'm going to curl this twice in the bottom. 1, 2. I'm doing 2 because I want to have this ruffle here. And if I curl it too much, then I'm just going to have curls. I want to be able to open this up and have a ruffle here and just have 2 small curls. That's why I'm not rolling it too much. So if you do, then you're going to lose the ruffle. So 1, 2. Then here I'm going to start scrunching it in the middle. Okay. Hold it tight in the middle. I'm going to place it in here this way. I'm going to look at it here and see, okay, is it straight? Is it even? I'll fix it here. My curls. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to take my ribbon. I'm going to attach it. About 12 inches. Fold it in half. And curl it in the middle. Okay. And fold it down. Place it in here. Before I take it out of here, I'm going to look and search for my next cable type. That's a small one, and this is the big one. Okay. There you go. Take it out. Place it in here where you have your long cable ties. And you twist it twice. You know, if I take this out of the way, I have more room. I can work at this better. I want to place it tight here. I don't want this to move and go anywhere. And this is where we go and we move. Curls. More curls here. And my ribbon. I'm going to place this one in the bottom, this one on the top, and this one on the top, and this one on the bottom. See? I try to take my 2 fingers and just curl it. But I'll leave it alone because I can stay here and play with the ribbon all night. I don't have to play with ribbon. Okay, here we go. So I think that's a good way and a good method. Okay, we can still see our white and we have our green and we still see our full ribbon, which I like. If I want, after I finish this, if I want to put a ruffle in the half pipe cleaners, I can't do that. But we'll see how full it's going to look, okay? We go back. We'll curl it here. 1 and 2. Then we have here 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2, and then I start curling. So, see that one? When I put it in here, I have to fix it. I like the way it looks. So I can take it here and I can open it. Make sure my curls are in. I take my ruffle the way it looks. I turn it around. I pull it. And I place it the way I want it to be. You can just sneak that in there. Place your other ruffle down. And now it's ready for your ribbon. Okay? Inches. No, I cut them at 12 inches. 12 inches. So does anybody have the temperature dropping where you're at already? Haven't dropped. We dropped a little, but not much here. I heard in New York it was already getting cold. It was going down to the 40s already in New York. So, but I mean, it is October. So now I have that in there, and I look for my pipe cleaner, and here it is. We're gonna put it up. We're gonna take this out of here, right? And then we're gonna place it in here. So you place it in the back where it is, and you tie it tight. I give it 3, just because. So now I have that. I don't like this one thing that makes it here sticking out. So since I don't like you, I'll just cut you off. Okay, there you go. So here you go. Again, so you have the ruffle here, and you have your rolls on the top, okay? And I like to open them up. And now here, I'm gonna pull one down and pull one up, and then reverse it the other way around here, pull this one down and the other one up. And then as I do that, I curl it with my fingers. And there you go. Right? Okay. You cold already over there, Kathy? Jeez. Oh. It's not cold here, but I mean, I think we had one day this week that it was breezy. I'm not gonna say it was cold. It was breezy in the morning, but then in the afternoon, the temperature goes right back up. Why am I clicking that? I don't need to click that. It's French. Okay, so I'm going to place it in here. Looking to see. Make sure I have my curls and make sure I have my ruffle there. There you go. And here, making sure they're even. Okay. Where's my, here they are. So this is a good way to try to skip a step and hurry up the process. I like it. That's good. I guess you can really do it with any method. If you're going to do the ruffles, you can also put it in there and add your ribbons there. But I would need to place it in here first so I can get it how I want it. I want to place the ribbon a certain way in the mesh, and then I'll remove it. I don't think I can do it and handle everything on here on the tie. I have to have it done on it first. So that's a good way of holding it all together there for you, and just remove it. Let me open up this hoop here, which is not opened. Oh, God. And then open that up here. I'm going to remove. Okay, I'm just clipping those clips there so I don't forget what they're at. I'm gonna make sure I try to grab it from the bottom and the top so I won't undo what I just did. And then you place it. I tie right here and here. This right here. You place it, you try to place it tight. I like to place it tight, especially the ribbon. Okay, here we go.
Adrian can't wait for the winter weather.
You want it to get cold, Adrian.
I'm still waiting for summer.
You know, us here in Florida, for those who are not here, it's so funny because, you know, we don't get much cold weather. But, you know, we buy our sweaters and we buy our boots. And we buy nice sweaters and our boots. And then we're just waiting for that moment. I mean, last year, if I wore a sweater or a boot like 3 times throughout the whole winter, it was a lot because it never got that cold. There's years when it gets really cold. And so we wait for that moment when it's temperature to say, okay, we're gonna drop down to the 40s and late 50s. Like, okay, boot time. We're gonna put our boots and our sweaters on. Yee. We didn't get to do that here, right, Adrian? That always happens to us. Okay, you guys are gonna excuse me so I can open a bottle of water because I am thirsty.
I don't know which.
Thank you. Okay. So we have 2 more in the bottom. 2 more. 1, 2. No, I lied. 3. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I thought it was 6 we haven't. Okay, I'll count it again. I'm not gonna. So let me ruffle this here. See, I told you. See what Adriana says? I know her. Yeah, it's true. It's true. 1, 2, 3. I did 3 there. I was supposed to do 2, but it doesn't matter. I like to do 2 when I'm doing this method so I can have a curl. So you don't want to do it too tight. So I opened it up in the bottom. Make sure in lane. There you go. And make my curls. Okay. Place them in here. Make sure it's even. Search for my pipe cleaner, remove it from here, and place it in there. Okay. Sorry. I'd like to open this up here. And then I'm gonna pull on my ribbons. Open this up here. And then pull on my ribbons. This one's gonna go up. This one's gonna go down. Okay. So curling them up. I'm curling them up. I'm ruffling them up here. Okay. I'm gonna place it in here. And here is where I'm gonna make sure it's even. I'm gonna push and pull here. Ruffle in here, and then I'm gonna ruffle in here. Okay. Just want to make sure I have the curl here and the ruffle here. Okay. Makes a difference to me because I like it to be even. So I'm using this one and this one, right? This one and this one, and I'm gonna fold it over. So I know we're supposed to have a storm, some kind of rainstorm coming in here in Florida. I don't know where it's supposed to hit. It's supposed to hit Mexico, something like that, I think. And we're supposed to be getting a lot of rain again here for the next couple of days, maybe until Wednesday. If we haven't had enough rain. I mean, we've had so much rain and so much flood here. So here we go. So let me look for my pipe cleaner, which is right here. Okay. right here. I'm gonna put it in here. Now on the top, after I put one of my green mesh with the ribbon, I'm gonna place my sign, because then I have to see where I'm gonna put a bow. I was thinking maybe doing something a little different, and maybe just cutting my ribbons maybe at 21 inches and then folding them over and making little loops on the top. That's a good idea. That's different. You don't always have to have a bow. I remember last year I had a customer that asked for a wreath that I had made, and she wanted the same one, but she wanted me to remove the bow. She didn't want one without the bow. She didn't want a bow. And then there was one that wanted a wreath, and she wanted it open in the middle because she had a little peephole, the door, and this would have blocked it, so she wanted it to be empty. So I had to put the sign in the bottom. Can you see? Everyone's different. So there we go. On the bottom. I can, if I want, place a small wreath on that tie. I mean, some green. Let me see. Remember we had that half pipe cleaner there? And I was going to put a ruffle in there, but no ribbon. No, so I'm wondering if I do this and I put that in there, is it going to look okay, or is it going to look like something is missing? You know? I'm going to leave that like that for now, that gap, and then we'll work at the top, okay? Let's see. This is the way it looks now. We're going to put some green ones on the top. Just do that one. I'm going to put a green ruffle, curl ruffle, on all of them on the top. I just don't know about the ribbons yet, because I don't want to place some ribbons where I'm going to put a bow, because you're not going to see the ribbons and you're just using more ribbon than you need to. So let's see. That's true, right? And curl. Thank you, Adri. Thank you, thank you. So here we're using the same method. Okay. We're going to have a little curl, and then we're going to have a little ruffle, and that's what I'm going to place on the top ones. And I forgot to pull them out. See what I mean? And I can't find them. This one over here. Okay. Wait a minute. I have to pull out. I have to pull the ties out because I can't see them. Okay, we have one here. And we have one here. And remember, all are tied on the top here. They are all a whole pipe cleaner. So I have 6 that I'm going to use all 6. I'm just opening them up where I can see them. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to take this ruffle and place it in there. There we go. So if anyone just tuned in, I'm going to tell you what we've done so far. We have used a 21-inch mesh, and we made 10 and 12-inch ruffles. I mean, poofs. And then I'm taking a 10-inch mesh. I cut it 20 inches long, and I'm making some curls and ruffles with them. And I have a sign, and I'm using 4 different ribbons, alternating them. And I'm putting 6 in the bottom and 6 on the top of ribbons. Okay. The sign is from, oh, I put that the wrong way. I was supposed to have put it down. Did I put it down? Yeah, I did put it down. Okay, I put it the right way. Sign was from Big Lot. Big Lot. Yeah, Big Lot. Okay. Very helpful. Okay. One here. Hold it in here, so that okay, and just got on my blouse. Okay, I'm not gonna put them up. I'm gonna lay them down this way. Okay. I have another ruffle up. I have another tie over here. Oh, it will hide on me. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Curl them around. Open them up here. Place them. Okay. I have like 2 more to go here. I feel like I have more green in the top, but we're not gonna see that because we're gonna have a sign there, and then we're gonna have a bow there, and plus the sign is white. The sign has a lot of white on it, so that'll bring it out. And I just lost my ribbons because they fell off my table. That's okay. So we have one. Stand up because I can't see. 1, 2, 3. We should have one here. One here. Yeah. That's weird. I have a 6. Okay, 6. Okay. I was just checking because I can't see them. I can't see them because they're so puffy. Okay, I'm just gonna open them up and sit down again. So I have 2 more to go. Put this in here so I can hold it down. Curling them too because I want to have some ruffle. 1, 2. Okay. This stuff, when it sticks out too much, just cut it off, snip it off, and that's it. Here we go. Where is the other tie? Why do they hide on me? You guys can't see what I'm doing in here, but when I finish, I will lift it. I'm just putting in the ruffles that I cut 20 inches, opening them up and putting them in there. So I need one more and we'll finish with our ruffles. Okay. Then we'll play around with our sign so we'll see where we're gonna place it and where we're gonna put more ribbon. Then I'm gonna put my hot glue gun on so I can put. Is my gun hot? Yeah. Can you please? Can you please, my dear? Be careful with your head. Don't bang your head on the table. One more. Okay. Okay. There you go. So there we go. We have the green ones in the middle, ribbons in the bottom. We're going to place our sign. Where did I put him? Oh, honey, you're still under the table? Okay, here it is. My sign. So, I'm not going to use this on the top. I'm going to cut this off. Like that. And I'm going to use some white pipe cleaners. And I'm going to staple it. I just lost that one. Here, I'm going to staple it right here. I'm going to staple right here. And I'm probably going to put another one up here. Okay, and that's how I'm going to hold my sign. Right? So, I have to open up my ribbons a little better. So I think I'm going to put him here. Here. No, how do you put him here? Can you guys see that mesh is green? I know it looks like gray from over here, but I'm going to put this one here, and then I'll put up some bows here, some ribbons here, with some bells. What do you think? Good? Okay, I'm going to get my stapler here. Please forgive me for the noise. Where is the stapler? Staple it right here, in the middle. And I usually do that twice. And I take my cute little hammer. Sorry. But I want to make sure that's not going to come off. Then I usually place a little bit of glue there and twist it, okay? I'm going to put one on the top. Now in the top, I think I'm going to put a little piece of cardboard because on this one, we had it double. You see it's double? So it was thicker in the back, but this one is thinner. And I want to make sure that my staples won't go through. So I'm just going to put a piece of cardboard there. I just take little pieces of, I take little pieces of the ribbon roll that's left over, and I save those, and then I just cut a little piece from there, and then I place it on it, and I staple on that. I'm going to put I'm always going to see this in the back, but I just want to make sure. Okay? And I'll put my pipe cleaner there. I staple it on that. Okay? Do two of them. All right? And then, oh, honey.
Yes.
You plug my glue gun, dear, but you didn't turn on the glue gun. But that's okay because you don't know anything about that. So I forgive you.
Thank you.
How come there's not a red light on this? It's not on.
Just the button.
Let me just, I'm trying to hook up my glue gun here. Okay, now it's ready. Okay, we'll give that a few minutes to heat up, okay? Just a minute. And then we're gonna place that in here, put a bow here. I'm gonna put some ribbons over here, but I think I'm gonna use that method that I said and try to use 21 inches. Okay, let's see something here. Maybe I can do a bow. I could make a big one on the bottom and a small one on the top. Okay. So this is what I had left over of that one there. So did I cut? Oh, I have some that fell on the floor. That's why. I'm gonna cut one more 12 inches. Where's my scissors? I am debating whether I'm going to put more ribbons on it or I'm going to just make a bow. As we wait for a glue gun to heat up. Okay? I'm just going to make one more. Okay, I'm cutting my ribbon. Because you want to put some on the top. I guess. Just not put any, you know. So, can't see what I'm doing. I'm holding in the back. And I'm going to place this, I'm putting the sign on the right side. So I'm going to place this one right over here. Okay. So why is everyone so quiet? Then I'm going to need this piece that I left over to make a bow on the bottom. Okay? So here's my sign. I'm going to put a little glue on this here. Just a little bit. Okay. Okay. Then let's twist this here without burning your fingers. Okay. 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 So far, this is what we have. Okay. I'm going to place this,
She wants to see what you got to say.
Place them here. And you know, I like to use my little needles for that because if not, it's going to give you a hard time. Oh, no, I don't want to have a hard time. So I use these little needles in here just to help me guide that in there. There's so much mesh in there and it gets lost. Okay? So we're going to place them on the side like that. How do I get glue on my sign? On the front of the sign already. Okay, so I'm going to get guide through here. Okay. Oh, I think he looks so cute. Bob, in one of my boxes over there, there's some hats. Like the topper hats, like the this guy has on.
Where?
In the room. Maybe I can put one on that. I can change the ribbon. It's in that drawer over there. So we got this guy here. Now we're going to place him over here. A top hat like this one. in the plastic drawer, the one that plastic over there. You just put it in here. Let me twist it in here. I want to make sure that it's not too tight where you're sinking in your sign, but it's tight enough that it's not all over the place, you know? Let me see. There you go. And it's not going to go anywhere. Okay? I'm not going to make any knots or anything on it because sometimes I do go back. And
Talk about these.
Yeah, what do you think about that if I change the ribbons on the bottom? This one, I have to tighten it more. Okay. Huh?
People see me.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna pull this one a little tighter because it's too wobbly. Okay. Okay. I have these. What do you think about these? I think I'm gonna put them somewhere. Is that the only one I had? Do I have any more? Okay, so now I'm gonna put another ribbon over here somewhere because I want to make a bow. Okay? And then we're gonna put some bells on it. And then we'll be finished. Thank you, Adri. If this sign moves too much, see how it's moving there? I think I'm gonna push it much up more. That's why I don't really make a knot on it yet. So I'll just remove it from here and pull it up more. So I want it to be up that high. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry. Sorry. I was saying that I might just loosen it up and tie it again. See, because I want it to be up here. Okay, I want it to be that high there. It's now it's folding down too much. I want to put it up higher. I'll do that later. But this is where it's going to be. Okay.
Beautiful.
Did I have more of these hats over there? Please.
What would you like?
The hats. Did I have any more?
Yeah, you have another one.
Can I have it, please? Yeah, that would be good. So I'm going to make this one with the green. This one with the green. And then we're going to make a bow. Thank you very much, Adriana. Thank you. I'm going to put this one on the top. This is all 12 inch is long. Okay. Then we'll make our ribbon.
Here you go.
It's hot in here. Okay. Put this in here. Fold it up. And we're going to make a quick bow. Put this one on the bottom right here. Put around my ribbons here. Okay. Straighten it up later. Because this is where I'm going to put a bow on this. You have the other hat?
Right here. That's too little. All right. Good catch.
Okay, so we're gonna put this guy over here. Yeah, I'm not gonna make a big ribbon. I mean a big stroke. I want to thank all of you for being here with me. I am trying to get faster at making my wreaths. Okay, so I'm gonna make, this is all I have left from this one. So I'm gonna use first this one. I'm thinking. I'm gonna put it up here. So I wanna have long tails. So kind of measure from here to here. This is gonna be about, I'm gonna do them 14 inches. Because I like to have more than less, and if I need to cut, then I'll cut. So I'm gonna make my tails 14. And then I'm gonna move you down so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I am gonna add the hats. I think I am gonna add the hats. What do you guys think? Think I should add the hats? We want to put one up here and maybe one in the bottom on the sides. I am gonna add them. Why not? Okay, so I said 14 is my tail. Okay. Then I'm gonna do my loops. Maybe take that out of the way because it's in the way now. Maybe I'll do my loops, let's see, 6 inches? 6? Yep, I'm going to do it 6, or should I do it 7? No, I'm going to do it 6, okay? 6. I'm going to do it 6. So I did 6 here, move it over, 6 here. You can see. I need a light here. Did I do 6 here? Yeah, I did. It's a little dark here. I can't hardly see what I'm doing. I'm going to turn, twist. My loops are 6. And I'm going to do 2 on each side here. Okay. 2 here. 6 inches, right? 6. Okay. I smell something burning. I'm like, what is that smell? That's the glue gun. 6 here. Okay. So 66. And then I said I have 14. Then I'm going to cut. And cut. There we go. Okay. Six. I'm making my bow. Then I'm gonna add. You have to concentrate. Okay, and I have this one and this one. So now I'm going to go in with the green. With the green. My tails, 14. It's in the way here. You can all see what I'm doing here. And I'm going to make one with this one. I'm going to just go like a half an inch less than the previous one. So I'm going to make this 4.5. Okay? Just about. Right? So 4.5. I meant to say 5.5. 5.5. Sorry. Because we started with 6-inch loops, okay? And we're going down like half. Put these here. Then I'm gonna do. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm gonna use this one now. I'm gonna use the white and then this one. Trying to think. I use the white and then this one last. I'm gonna end it with the white. I'm gonna use this one. Okay. It's hard. I'm trying to make sure you're placing the right way. So this one I'm gonna use 4 loops of this one. Okay. 4 loops of this one. I love this ribbon. And this one we're gonna go 5. Okay. Place it in there. Turn it here. Okay. I'll go 5 here. Right. Right. Sorry, I like to concentrate when I make my roll, make sure I'm twisting it the right way. So we're gonna make 2 of these on each side. Okay. Okay. I'm almost ready. I might just end it with the white one and not use the other one. Just might. Just because I want to give it some pop color. So this is the other one here. Make sure they're even. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to cut it over here. And it's all twisted in there. Okay. Then I'm going to put, oh, jeez. Make sure this is not twisted here. There it is. Okay. It is here. Right here. I'm going to put some white just because I want to. Okay. I should end it with the white here. I think I'm going to end it with the white, okay? I'm going to end it with the white. And then I'm going to put, it's so sheer. This one is so sheer, you can see right through it. Can't really see it. That's okay. You will be able to see it on the wreath itself. You would. And I'm going to put something in the middle there. Maybe a little jingle bell or something on that. And that's it. That's it. Okay. Then I'm going to grab another pipe cleaner here.
It stops.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Okay,
Huh?
it's back right now. So continue, that's okay. Maybe Jenna says never mind.
Are we here?
It came back.
Did it? That was weird. What happened?
That's what she said, that was weird.
That was weird. How can it just stop right in the middle when I'm making a bow? Not nice. Okay, so, I mean, it would help if I do it this way, but this is what I have so far. So make sure
That's true.
all my bows, I'm going to tighten them here. Okay.
Kathy says looking so good, man.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So I am going to attach I'm almost finished, guys. I am so sorry that I am taking so long. I'm going to get better, but I'm going to keep at it and going to get better at it. So we made the bow. Take the pipe cleaner and I twist it in the back. Okay. Of course, I will fix it, mess around with my ribbons when I place it. Okay. But I'm thinking, and we got some goodies. Let me see. Do I want here? Thinking of putting maybe a red. Put red. Okay, see? Or should I put the bell? I'm gonna put the bell. I'm gonna put the bell. I love the bell. Okay. No, I'm gonna go. Okay. Cool. So I am gonna add a bell right here in the middle of my bow. Okay. So now let's place the bow first on the wreath. Okay. We got this here. We'll go here. This is gonna be here. Right over here. That's where I'm gonna add my bow. Okay. Now you guys can't see. I'm just placing it first.
It looks good.
Okay. Placing it first here. You don't want to put it too flat. You want to leave some space around it. Okay. There it is.
Wow.
Now I'm going to place
Yeah.
the ball right here. Okay. I will mess around with my tails, but I just want to keep you guys. I am going to put more bells around the wreath. I am going to cut my pipe cleaners. Okay, let me glue this.
Looks awesome, baby, sis.
Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, guys.
Excellent.
Thank you for staying here with me.
You're welcome.
I know it is a long live. So I placed my bell there. Put you a little bit up. I'm gonna move my sign up more, okay? This is what we have so far. Okay, guys.
Very good.
Again, this is Angie, and I'm the owner and creator of Content Wreath Creation. Thank you all again for staying up with me, creating this beautiful wreath, okay? I will finish it. I will give it a couple of more touches. I'm gonna put a couple of more bells around it, fix my tails, but this is it, okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. Have all a good night, okay? Bye-bye.